Here are some advanced strategies for launching products on Amazon. It's just some kind of things that I put together for you to get a different way of thinking about it, all right? First up, merchant words, which is the thing I just showed you a little minute ago. Jungle Scout, Unicorn Smasher, all of those keyword research tools that tell you bestseller rank, potential sales on Amazon, etc., etc. All of those guys that own those businesses are guessing at the numbers because Amazon does not give out that information. So everybody guesses, all right? And I hate guessing. Guessing for me is a surefire way to lose money. The only thing that really matters to me, online at least, is what makes money. Everything else that I see and hear is really BS. It's really just utter BS. So the only thing that really matters in business is, does it make money? That's the only thing that really matters. So let me give you a strategy for working out exactly what makes money. Once you've set up your listing as best you can, and you're going to use your initial data to work out your keywords. So for instance, there was that Gran Turismo race simulator, for instance. Well, that is a keyword. So you'll use those tools, merchant words, Unicorn Smasher, Jungle Scout, etc., etc., to get an initial understanding of the keywords you're going to go after. And then you will launch what's called a PPC campaign, a pay-per-click campaign. So this little thing here says sponsored. That means somebody's paying to be there by using Amazon's pay-per-click service. Ditto for these two. That's all pay-per-click as well. Ditto for that on the what's called the right rail. Top rail, right rail. So on the right rail. And then this is the first organic search result, aka they did not pay to be there, they just optimized their listing to put themselves there. So you get your keywords from all those different cool tools and you launch your PPC campaign. And when you set up your PPC campaigns, you use something called an auto campaign, which is where you let Amazon tell you what to bid on, and a manual campaign, which is where you say, here's what I want to bid. So you do both. And then from your manual campaign, you're going to run all three match types, which is broad, phrase, and exact. So GTR simulator, well, if I bid on that, that's the first word there, then that is an exact match. But if I would put in racing simulator as my keyword phrase, but so I've got simulator there, one word, and racing there, so both words are in the title, so that becomes a phrase match, so the words are in there, but they're not exactly how I've put it in. And then the final one is a broad match, which would be a term, a search term that you wouldn't really think of. So it would be like, I want to play racing games in a racing seat, for instance. That would be a broad search term, and Amazon would show you this just in case that's what you were interested in. So that's the different phrase match types. So you want to run all three different types of match types. When you set up your campaign, you'll see what that means. You want to bid $5 per click, which is very, very high. You'll never ever pay that, so don't fret. But you bid that to make sure that you become at the top of the page. Set your budget to $100 a day. Again, you won't pay that, but you've got to bid it to make sure that Amazon shows your thing. And what you're trying to do here is you are trying to get Amazon to tell you what keywords make sales for you. That's where I'm trying to get to. So rather than guessing at what keywords actually make sales, I want to know with 100% certainty what keywords make sales for me. And the only way to do that is to run an Amazon pay-per-click campaign and to see the information that comes back from that. So I run it for 30 days and then I run a search term report. I look at what keywords are making the sales for me. If you don't know where you get your search term reports, that's where you get your search term report in Amazon Seller Central. And then once I know what keywords making sales for me, then I get to work. So after 30 days, I know what keywords make sales for me. So let's take something different. Let's go to vitamin D. There's a good one. All right, so vitamin D is my keyword. So now let's suppose I've run my pay-per-click campaign and I know that my number one keyword phrase is for my product is vitamin D for children. Okay, so now that's come back as the winning keyword. So that keyword, when it's typed into Amazon, results in the most sales of my product. I hope you understand what I mean when I say that. Now what I do is I look at my listing and everything about my listing I optimize for that keyword vitamin D for children. Okay, so let's hold that vitamin D for children. Let's click on a listing here. Let's click through. So now what I do is I make the very first thing there vitamin D for children. I make that the very first thing that you see on my title. I alter my hero image, so this image here. So instead of it saying Junior D3, Advanced Vitamin D3 Formula, I change it to say, you guessed it, Vitamin D for children. So that's what it says on my hero image as well. In fact, I do that for absolutely everything about my product. I optimize my product for vitamin D for children because Amazon has told me with absolute certainty that is the keyword that makes me the most money. So then my job is to do whatever I can to optimize my listing to maximize my sales revenue on that keyword. So you can see here, optimize everything, change your title, change your bullet points, change your packaging. I do that too. I change my packaging. I change absolutely everything to optimize it for my best profit-making keywords. Okay, let's suppose that you use my strategies to make your product rank on page 1 of Amazon for the keyword vitamin D for children. So this product here currently ranks in page 1, position 1 for that keyword. Okay, now your product comes along and it is super optimized for that particular keyword. So anybody looking for vitamin D for children, given all things being equal, they will buy your product over somebody else. And what will happen is, over time, your product will rise to the top and all the other products will sink to the bottom. Okay, that's why this is so important. So if you try to optimize your product for a keyword that doesn't make sales continually for you, you will fall off of the page 1 of Amazon all the time, and you'll constantly have to be relaunching your product to try and stay on page 1. It's like you're working against Amazon instead of working with Amazon. It is very important that you do that. All right, so I put that there as well just so that you've got it in there. And again, I'm aware that this is pretty advanced stuff, so stick with me. All right, the next thing, what's also very important, is your filters. So most people do not fill in the back end of Seller Central. They're very lazy. They don't fill in all the additional information that Amazon has available to you. So let's just go in and do this little search again. So here, for instance, I'm doing the vitamin D for kids search. Well, does it ship to Portugal? Because I'm in Portugal, so I want to make sure it ships to Portugal. Does it get free shipping? Is it in Prime Pantry? Is it gluten-free? Is it a soft gel? Like, I only like taking soft gels. I don't like those hard tablets. I want to make sure it's a soft gel. Does it have the reviews? Is it new? All of those things, people really, really use these to filter down and to refine their searches. Think about when you're doing searches online, you use filters all the time. So by filling in all the data in the back of Seller Central, you will give yourself a unique advantage, because most people are lazy and just don't do it. So by doing a little bit more, you can dominate the search results as a result of that. Images on Amazon are ludicrously important. I see listings on Amazon which are just woeful. And let's go back to Amazon. So this is a very, very competitive search term, vitamin D for kids. There's a lot of people, 2,000 people competing on this particular search term, okay? So it's competitive. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to get the click, So part and parcel of that is making sure that your images are optimized as well as possible. So that's a nice image, I think you'll agree. And let's try and find a crap image. We're probably not going to find one. So this one here, for instance, I can't read what that says. Like, it says, yummy bears something or other. Okay, so whatever it does, let's click through onto it. Oh, there it is. Yummy bears sugar free. So now it comes into focus. But on the main page, on the most important page, which is this one, it's super difficult to read. So you've got to make sure that your images are good. Like, that image is rubbish. That's a good image. That's terrible, very difficult to read. So you've got to do everything you can. You want every possible advantage you can get, because there are 2,000 people competing with you just for that particular product. I also use something called Amazon Brand Registry, which is currently free. I put for now there. I can't see them ever charging for it. But who knows with Amazon. To get Amazon Brand Registry, you will need a trademark for your product. Currently, in the US, that's $275. In the EU, it's $850. And I just got one for my product in Australia. It was $250 here in Australia from IP Australia. And you just need to get your brand name registered, okay? Just your brand name. That's all you need. You don't need to do every single product. You just do your main brand name. Images and enhanced brand content. So as I said, your images are crazily important. So I put two little ASINs here to check out. ASIN, Amazon Standard Identifier Number, just like a UPC barcode, all right? So here's the ASINs that I wanted to show you. That's this one and this one. So let's start. These are very, very nice images, as you can see. So they've got call outs on them. So I'm buying a glove. I want to know what sizing to use. I want to know what I'm going to get. Here's a nice image of the glove being used. Also being used. So people who buy arthritis gloves, they want to be mobile. That's why they want the gloves. So you can see all those different ways that these are being used. So here's a call out. Space saving design requires only one outlet. Clinical proven the easy and fast effective way, blah, blah, blah. Ideal for braces. 10 pressure settings. So what they've done here is they've taken all of their main buying benefits and added them to their listings, okay? That's pretty much what they've done. The reason for that is Amazon is a very visual search platform. It's a very, very visual search platform, okay? Images are the most important thing. Text is a very, very distant second. Images are what matters. So you want to get the images to contain everything you need to make the sale. Everything you need to make the sale has to be in the images. So this is all enhanced brand content. So it's a much different Amazon landing page to a standard one. There's much more information here. Much more selling can be done from this page because they've got enhanced brand content. Normally, that's all you have, just the product description. But here they've got all this extra information. That's what enhanced brand content is. Let's scroll down this one. So again, product description here, look. Look how good that is. Dr. Arthritis. That's fantastic. Showing you all this great information, shows you how it can be used. Great little text underneath it, little call outs, all enhanced brand content. So to set up enhanced brand content, it's in advertising under enhanced brand content. Here's a huge tip. In all of my testing, every single time, without fail, template number 4 works the best. It is consistently better than all the other templates, okay? I don't know why that is. I've got no idea why, but it just is. And so when you're doing testing, start with that. Use that as your control. The bullet points, I've shown you already about adding the bullet points into all of your images. Lots and lots of people shop on mobile now. In fact, the majority of Amazon sales are made on mobiles. If you have not been to Amazon.com on a mobile, you should do it. If you have not got the Amazon app, the shopping app on your mobile phone, you should get it. And you should look at how the listing works on a mobile phone, because it is dramatically different to the way a listing works on a PC or something like that. So this one has a video in the images, okay? But that is not normal. Amazon has invited them to put that in there. So you cannot do that unless you get invited from Amazon. And Amazon will only invite you if you're making oodles of sales. However, you can get your related shorts in. So you can do that dead easy, no problem at all. And the best company to do that for you is Gen.video. This company here, Gen.video, will do that for you. And it's really, really sexy. They do great stuff. So it's free to join, but then you have to pay people who are content creators on Gen.video to do your video for you. And that is, generally speaking, starts at $500. But you can negotiate, and I've paid like $250, Jenny, something like that. When you're doing competitive research, one of the things you want to look at is the reviews that your competitors have got. So supposing I am looking at selling mermaid's tails, and I want to put together a mermaid tail that addresses all of the problems that the other mermaid tails have. So if I come to this particular customer reviews and click on 1-star reviews, I can see now all the bad things about this mermaid tail that made people give it a 1-star review. I can see all the bad things that made people get a 2-star review, etc., etc. 3-star reviews, here you go, etc. All right, so there's that aspect of it. And then the second part is I can also use these reviews and look at all the people with 5-star reviews to get ideas for keywords I should be targeting for my Amazon pay-per-click. So, for instance, let's see, 8-year-old could be a keyword that I'd want to target. So mermaid tail for 8-year-old, because you can imagine if I was buying a mermaid tail for my eldest daughter Isabella, I would want to make sure I got one that would fit her. So I would probably type in mermaid tail for 10-year-old girl. Whereas if I'm buying it for my youngest daughter Charlotte, I would type in mermaid tail for 5-year-old girl. So the 8-year-old and the 5-year-old and the 6-year-old become components of the keywords that I can use for my listing. I hope that makes sense. All of that takes bloody ages to do. It's a total pain in the ass going through all of those different reviewers and extracting all the good stuff. So instead, what I use is this, Extract Reviews. It's a free Google Chrome extension. And when you use it, this is what you get. So you can see here, I've highlighted all the 1-star reviews here, but in it, I've got blade gets very dull, the product came to my house very dirty, the plastic was terrible, yada, yada, yada. So now I can figure out things that I need to address in my own product to make sure that my product is much, much better than that. So that's part 1 of that little hack for you. But you can also include it and combine it into a competitor analysis. So let me show you that. So here's one I prepared earlier. So you can see I've got all these 1-star reviews that I've downloaded using that particular file. Got my customer IDs, 1, 2 stars. So I've downloaded all the reviews up to 5 stars and everything, okay? Huge big file. So what I want to do next is I want to come over to this place here, sporkforge.com, and if I highlight all of the 1-star reviews, actually I'll do all the 1 and 2-star reviews. Take all of them, copy them, come over to SporkForge and pull them all in, and then analyze the text. So now I can see what were the recurring themes of the negative reviews. The blade is, the suction cup, so the suction cups are a problem, the handle's a problem, the blade's a problem, had cheap plastic. So I can sort and look at everything about those bad reviews to extract the recurring themes, and I can see in an instant what is wrong with the product, okay? So you get all that great information all there for you, but the same thing applies with all the 5-star reviews. So now I'm thinking, okay, well that gives me competitive research for putting a product together. But what did people really like about this product? What were some of the things that made them buy it? Because I want to use those things for keywords when I'm putting together my PPC campaigns. And then I'm going to get exactly the same, but for all the good stuff. So now I can see what's great about it. And I use this for writing my adverts as well. So if I see something getting consistently said, then I utilize that. So this product, so easy to clean comes up quite often. So I'm going to make sure that that is something that I talk about in my listing. This product is easy to clean, stuff like that. So I use it to build out my PPC campaigns and to build out my actual product page as well. So I use the good and the bad depending on what it is. But that SporkForge thing is gold. This is just a quick little tip. So in my follow-up emails that I send to my customers, you can put whatever you want in those follow-up emails as long as you send it through Amazon's email server. But if you host a video on Amazon S3, which is a video service that Amazon has, you get what's called a live link, which is very important in the email you send to people. Talked about my initial PPC research, talked about that. So let's imagine that you are selling makeup mirrors. So this is a place a little bit like Yahoo Answers, where if you put in a question, lots and lots of people will answer that question for you. It's a great place to do keyword research on different products. So makeup mirror is what I sell. So let's get questions that have been asked about makeup mirrors. I can download all of this as a CSV, and now I can find out different questions which become keyword phrases or become aspects of my product listing. So if I'm selling a makeup mirror, I might want to include lights with my makeup mirror because a lot of people are asking about that. I might want to say this is the best makeup mirror. I might want to include some magnification functions in my makeup mirror because a lot of people ask about that too. So you can see how this works. So I've got lights again, I've got magnification again. So clearly, when people are looking to buy a makeup mirror, they want to be able to magnify their own image, and they want to make sure it's got good lighting. So those things are very important. I'm going to want to make sure that my product, my makeup mirror, has got those. These are all the different prepositions. Makeup mirror with light, with LED lights, etc., etc. Comparisons. It is so unbelievably sexy. It is a super cool tool. I absolutely love it. So that's some, as I said, some more advanced ways to think about product launches and about launching your product on Amazon. And I'm aware that some of that is advanced stuff. So, but just take away the idea. The most important thing I can share with you is this. Find out what people want and then sell it to them. That is the simple way of making a lot of money online. It's as simple as that. Find out what people want and then sell it to them. Once you know what they want, what they really, really want, that sounds like a song, what they really, really want, then you can make a lot of money by selling it to them. So people what buy makeup mirrors, well, they want to have magnifications, they want a suction cup, they want lights. So now I know what people want, I can sell it to them. And I can also look at what they don't want by looking at the bad reviews of other makeup mirrors and making sure my product addresses those too. Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.